What if I told you your strongest muscle isn't what you think? There's a reason elite fighters, gymnasts, and special forces all obsess over one muscle group. It's not biceps, it's not chest, it's the core. Because your power starts here. If your core is weak, it shows up everywhere. Doesn't matter how much you bench or how strong your arms are. If you can't stabilize from the center, you can't generate real force, you can't transfer power, and you can't protect yourself from injury. So, here's the game plan. First, we're going to uncover why your core is the true source of all your power. Then, I'll show you the subtle signs that your core is weak, the energy leaks you don't even notice in your daily life. And finally, I'm giving you the complete system, the exact exercises and reps to forge a core that's not just for show, but for force. Let's get into it. Most people think abs are about one thing, how you look shirtless. That's a side effect, not the point. The real job of your abs is to stabilize your spine under load. That means every time you run, jump, punch, squat, twist, your abs are doing silent work to keep your body from collapsing. Think of your body like a chain. If the middle of that chain is weak, you can't transfer power from your lower body to your upper body. You lose force, you leak energy, you're lifting with a leak in the system. Yeah, some people have a layer of fat, but underneath they've built a solid core. You might not see it, but it's there and it makes a difference. On the flip side, some guys are lean but weak because they don't build strong core. So yeah, aim to get lean if you want the look, but don't confuse visible abs with real strength. Build both. Sounds good in theory, right? But let's talk about what actually happens when your core is weak. Here's what happens when your core sucks, and you might not even realize it. Example 1. Sports and movement. You go to throw a punch, swing a kettlebell, reach for something fast, cut sideways on a run, and suddenly you lose balance. That's not bad timing. That's weak obliques. Your body can't handle rotation, so you slip. You overcompensate. You leak power. A strong core keeps you grounded while everything else moves. It's the difference between feeling explosive and feeling awkward. Example 2. Push-ups. When your core is weak, your push-ups still work, but they're not as clean or effective. Your hips might dip a little, or your body isn't fully locked in. You're doing the reps, but you're not getting the most out of them. A strong core just makes everything tighter, smoother, and more efficient. Example 3. Real-life stuff. You carry a heavy bag on one shoulder, twist to grab something from the back seat, stand for too long, and your back starts nagging. That's your body telling you, hey, I need support. Strong abs don't just help in the gym, they make everyday life feel lighter. And if any of that hit a little too close, good. That means it's time to fix it. Type strong core day 1 in the comments and start building the strength that shows up everywhere. Once your core is strong, everything changes. You sprint faster, you lift heavier, you recover faster, you get injured less, even your posture improves. Your body moves like it was designed to. Here's a quick science fact. A locked-in core can improve your force output in major lifts by up to 30%. Forget percentages. What that really means is you're leaving power on the table every single time you squat, deadlift, or press. Why? Because with a strong core, you're moving as one unit, not a disconnected mess. But here's the catch. Most people train abs and still have a weak core. People do ab workouts all the time, but their core still sucks. Not because they're lazy. They just don't know what works. They waste time doing flashy routines, fast reps, random stuff that looks cool but builds nothing. Real core strength doesn't come from speed or sweat. It comes from control. From keeping your body tight when it wants to fall apart. From doing the hard, simple things over and over. That's why most people don't get results. They train abs for the burn instead of training them to actually get stronger. What does good core training actually look like? Let me walk you through it. Simple, effective, and no fluff. If you want a core that actually works, you don't need random exercises. You need to train its primary functions. We're going to master 4 key movements covering every function that matters. 2 levels for each. Compression strength, lower abs, hip flexors, control. This is what lets you fold your body tight for L-sits, leg raises, or kicks. It's pure body control. Beginner lying leg raises. Keep your lower back pressed to the ground. Use a slow negative and pause at the bottom. 3 sets to control failure. Advanced hanging leg raises, legs straight, raise to 90° or higher. No swinging. Control the entire rep. 3 sets of 10 to 12 clean reps. Second, anti-rotation cant. Roll. Obliques balance torque control. This is what keeps you stable during punches, twists, or fast changes in direction. Beginner side plank hold. Elbow under shoulder, straight line from head to feet. Hold 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Focus on keeping hips from sagging. Advanced side plank reach-throughs, same setup but twist under and reach past. 3 sets by 10 controlled reps each side. 3. Anti-extension strength, deep core spine protection. This is what stops your back from arching during heavy lifts, push-ups, or explosive moves. Beginner dead bug. Back flat on the floor. Extend opposite arm and leg slowly. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to return. 3 sets of 6 to 8 per side. Advanced dragon flags, lower under control. Keep hips tucked. Don't rush. 3 to 5 perfect reps are enough. 3 sets of 5 to 6. 4. Dynamic rotation. Power, speed, and transverse core activation. This is what lets you twist fast, throw hard, and recover without losing balance. Beginner Russian twists. Feet down. Sit tall. Twist side to side with full control. Keep your core tight and spine neutral. 3 sets of 20. 10 each side. Advanced seated rotational leg throws with partner or wall. Keep legs together and react to the force. Use your core to stop and redirect the movement. 3 sets of 10 to 15. Stick to this 3 times a week. Eat like you actually care about results. In 30 days, your abs won't just look better. Your whole body will move better. Most people chase biceps and ignore the core. That's like building walls with no foundation. Abs matter because they're the center of everything. Your control, your power, your posture, your protection. You want to our form better? Start here. Build the core and train the system. Appreciate you watching. If this helped, cool. There's more where that came from. Check the next one. You might find exactly what you've been missing. Now let's take this even deeper. Because building a strong core isn't just about doing a set of exercises. It's about integrating it into everything you do. Every movement you make should pass through your core. Your legs push, your arms pull, but the core is the bridge. And like any bridge, if it's weak, the whole structure wobbles under load. Here's a reality check most people miss. A strong core changes how your nervous system communicates with your muscles. When your core is weak, your body compensates. Your hips shift, your shoulders hike, your spine curves in weird ways, all to make up for that lack of stability. You might not feel it at first, but over months and years, this leads to nagging aches, strains, and eventually injuries. A strong core, on the other hand, turns your body into a synchronized machine. Each muscle fires exactly when it needs to, force travels without leaks, and your movements become effortless. Most people fail because they never progress. You can do side planks, leg raises, or Russian twists forever. But if you're not progressively overloading your core, it won't adapt. That means adding resistance, increasing time under tension, or challenging balance in new ways. Start with control. If you can't hold a movement perfectly, stop. Quality over quantity. A sloppy plank for 2 minutes does nothing for strength. Then add load, weighted planks, medicine ball twists, ankle weights for leg raises, but never sacrifice form for more weight. Increase your range of motion. The deeper you go under control, the more your core has to stabilize. Introduce instability, Bosu balls, balance discs, uneven surfaces. The more your body has to resist tipping over, the stronger your stabilizers get. Breathing makes a huge difference. Most people ignore this, but proper breathing turns a good core into a supercore. Think of it like this. Your diaphragm is a piston. Your abs and obliques form a pressure chamber. Exhale under effort, inhale to reset, and suddenly your body can resist forces you didn't even think were possible. Heavy lift, exhale and brace. Sprint, exhale and stay grounded. Twist, exhale and explode. Every expert athlete does this instinctively. And now you can too. Core endurance matters too. Strength is one thing, but if your core collapses after 30 seconds, you're still leaving yourself exposed. That's why timed holds and controlled reps are essential. Start with 30 to 45 seconds per plank or side plank. Gradually push to 60 or 90 seconds. For advanced practitioners, weighted carries, suitcase carries, and overhead walks force your core to brace while your body moves unpredictably, perfect simulation of real-life or combat situations. Building a strong core isn't just a 30-day fix, it's a lifestyle upgrade. Every time you lift, push, pull, or twist, you're either training your core or letting it weaken. Think about daily habits. Sitting hunched over a desk, carrying bags on one shoulder, leaning to check your phone. All silently erode your core strength. The exercises are just the tip of the iceberg. Posture, awareness, and movement habits are what make the strength permanent. When your core is dialed in, squats and deadlifts feel lighter, even with heavier weights. Sprinting mechanics improve. Your stride is longer, more efficient. Punches, throws, swings, all faster, harder, more controlled. Back pain often disappears as your spine gets the support it needs. Everyday movements, carrying groceries, lifting kids, shoveling snow, become effortless. And yes, your abs will look good too. But remember, that's just the bonus. The real prize is power, durability, and control. You'll move differently. People will notice. You'll feel it in your confidence, in your posture, in how your body responds.